Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K17. Now this one is going to be another one suggested by Jay over at Gaming HD, and it is Seth Rollins versus Shawn Michaels. Now, I really like the idea of this one. I think it's going to be a real good clash of styles between these two guys. We could end up a really good match, and maybe give ourselves an idea of potentially something to do in the future in our universe mode. You never know. As I said in previous random matches, we are looking to build our universe mode all the way forward until WrestleMania. So maybe, just maybe, doing something along the lines of having Shawn Michaels involved could be interesting. Although we do have quite a few legends already planned in. Well, I have quite a few legends already planned in to be at WrestleMania, which is going to end up being an absolute massive show. I keep talking about that. That's like at least a month away, that video is going to be. But I think once we get there, it's going to be fantastic. Although we do have Royal Rumble coming up for you, and probably, I would guess that Royal Rumble might be uploaded by next weekend. I don't want to give myself too much to do, but I've got a feeling I might be able to do it, because there's only 6 more episodes of the Universe Mode, but that's taken me a long time to do the Universe Mode at the moment. There's to do the full show, to set the show up, to record the video, to edit the video and upload it, it's taken a very long time, so hopefully I can do 6 videos by then. Can't see why not. I've got that time off work anyway, so I might be able to try and do that at least. So Seth Rollins in the ring awaiting. Oh, the fireworks have arrived. So we're going to have, there's no current day Shawn Michaels in this game. We've only got 98 or 96, I think it was. So I've gone for the 98 version, which I'm assuming, judging by the screen, is going to be the DX version. And it did try to get me to take Hunter, Hearst, Helmsley and Diesel as managers, of course, part of the clique. But I wanted this match to be one-on-one. I like the idea of having managers every now and again, but I really didn't want to take away from potentially what could be a fantastic match here. I probably should have left there, because you imagine how good the... I don't even know what the entrance would be like having Diesel and Triple H there as well, the full sort of DX entrance, or the clique, if you will. Be pretty cool actually to have all that stuff going at once. I really want to do an Attitude Era Universe mode at some point as well. I'm sure we can get into that at some point. We've got quite a few guys on the game already we can use in that. We've got obviously, we've got a Taker, we've got a Kane, we've got Austin, we've got The Rock, and we've got Michaels. So we've got a good main event picture already. We've got the Dudley Boys we could use. We've got the New Age Outlaws we can use. So we've got a firm foundation of an Attitude Era division. So we might try and do that in the future as another universe mode. I think it'd be quite nice to do that actually. This is going to be a good match. I've just got a feeling that Jay has picked us another good one here. And here we go, the bell goes and the match is underway. Seth looked like he was going to go for some sort of spinning kick there, and Shawn caught him with the arm breaker straight away. Now taking him up into the gut buster. Stamping on the gut of Seth, and now just stamping on the back of the arm as well. And Michael's really destroying Seth here at the moment. Went for a scoop slam there, but Seth rolls out the back into a German suplex, and now Seth getting a little bit of aggression himself. Now a lot of people liken Seth Rollins to Shawn Michaels. I can understand why he's one of the top guys on this show, and he likes to utilise high flying. He's very good on the mic as well. I can understand why people liken him to Shawn Michaels. I think if you look at it, there's quite a few. You think that your Ambrose is your current day Austin, I suppose, and Roman Reigns for me is your current day Rock. Simple reason why is because when Rock first started in WWE, he was pushed far too hard and people rejected him. It was only when The Rock became a heel that he finally started to get over, and that's what they need to do with Roman Reigns, in my opinion. You've got Bray Wyatt looking to refill the position of The Undertaker, so it's almost like, as time's gone on, WWE are just trying to replace some of the big stars from the past with the younger talent, really, just filling up a place in the roster where they'd left a hole, basically. I don't know, that's my opinion anyway. It could be completely wrong, I suppose. Michael's there with the arm drag on Seth Rollins. Dragging Seth into the middle of the ring, dropping an elbow right into the chest. Stamping on the arm of Seth as well. Michaels bringing Seth back up to his feet, but Seth playing possum with that arm breaker on Michaels and a big clubbing blow to the back as well. There's the snapmare, went for the kick to the back and Seth avoids it. And I'll get from the back of Michaels into that reverse DDT. And Michaels with a... I love the way in this game that lion salts just look completely unrealistic. I quite like that. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh a little bit. Michaels, you see, just trying to get the crowd behind him. Bringing Seth into the middle of the ring. And there's one move that is completely banned in the WWE these days. Michaels up top. Big diving elbow. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Seth does kick out. And this match could end up being quite a quick one, you know. He says as Michaels goes into the corner and starts to tune up the band. This could be really quick, this match. This is a squash match at this rate. Sweet chin music. Michaels drops into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and Seth does kick out. I'm sort of happy that Seth's kicked out of that one because that could have been a... I would have been happy with that. I really would have been happy with that, I tell you. That quick of a match as well. If it goes another couple of minutes, that would be great. But being that short would have been a little bit... The moment the match is going to end up being shorter than the entrances if he'd won with that sweet chin music. Kick to the back of Seth, and Michaels now bringing him back up to his feet once again. But Seth catching Michaels with that shoulder block. And a standing shooting star press. I'd be interested to see if Seth does go to try and win this match. Will he try to utilise the pedigree? Of course, the pedigree made famous by a very good friend of Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Seth now super kick to the face of Shawn Michaels. Into the pin now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I wonder if Seth will stop using the pedigree at some point because he started utilising the pedigree because obviously he was the authority's poster boy and was banned from using the curb stomp in a pay-per-view, so he went to the pedigree instead. But now he's left the authority and Triple H has turned on him. It makes you wonder whether there is potential for Seth to go back to something a little bit different. Seth now rolling Shawn Michaels over after the pedigree. 1, 2, and no, Shawn Michaels kicks out of the pedigree. Seth can't believe it. He thought the pedigree would have been enough to finish off his former friend's tag team partner. When he did that, I mean, do that. I want to do that match actually, thinking about it. I want to do Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus Bobby Roode and James Storm. Because I've always said, and I might be completely wrong in this as well, but I've always said that James Storm and Bobby Roode are quite a modern day version of DX, aren't they? If you think about it, I think it's just the movesets and the way they are. Triple H and Bobby Roode for me are very similar. And then James Storm and Shawn Michaels, think about it. James Storm is a cowboy who uses a super kick as his finisher. What's Shawn Michaels? There's the pin from the frog splash by Seth Rollins, quite fitting. As it was only Eddie Guerrero's birthday just a few days ago, so hitting that frog splash is very fitting really for the current time. Seth now just twisting the head of Shawn Michaels, just wrenching it there. Very, very painful. And Seth now in full control of this match. It's not had a lot of back and forth so far. Seth's Shawn Michaels dominated the first few minutes and hit that sweet chin music, and ever since then, Seth Rollins has just dominated the proceedings. Big kick in the back of Shawn Michaels, now rolling him over for the pin once again. 1, 2, and again it's only enough for a 2 count. It's going to take something special from Seth to finish Shawn Michaels off. Stamping on the arm of Shawn once again. Dropping a knee across the chest as well. He almost caught him on the neck with that knee. Just forcing all the air out the lungs, which leaves you winded for a second and makes you a little bit less effective. Seth, super kick to the face after rolling Shawn Michaels through. That's a move we've seen him win matches with in the past in this game. Big right hand to Shawn, and then drops him in that high angle backdrop. Surprised Seth hasn't gone for the pin from that super kick. That might have finished Shawn off. Stamping on the arm of Shawn. Shooting star press again, standing shooting star. Seth just staring straight into the face of the grounded Shawn Michaels. Probably talking trash to him. Shawn now slowly rising back up to his feet, and Seth is there to catch him straight away, hooking the arms, and there is the pedigree, the second time of the match, and it looks to me like Seth Rollins might just win this one. 1, 2, and fudge. Shawn Michaels kicked out of that after a 2. How on earth did Shawn Michaels kick out of a second pedigree in this match? And Shawn Michaels been busted open by that second pedigree as well. The blood flowing from the forehead. Michaels now with that belly to back slam on Seth Rollins. I don't even know how Michaels is continuing this with a... I've lost the ability to talk now. I don't even know how Michaels is continuing this one. He's been taken down by 2 pedigrees. I know if I'd been hit by 2 pedigrees, I'd probably be in a coma. Seth now just stamping on the arm of Shawn Michaels. To the outside. What's Seth going to go for here? Willing Michaels back up to his feet. I've noticed one thing in this game. On 2K17, every now and again they'd go for the announce table, but so far I've not seen anyone do that so far. Springboard Meteora there by Seth Rollins, now working on the shoulder, the trapezius of Shawn Michaels. Just wrenching back at the nose and the eyes of Michaels as well. Seth stalking him and catching him with a Saito suplex, and Michaels now really struggling. Seth really dominating proceedings. You see Seth, has he taken the mick out of there? Shawn Michaels, is he tuning his own band there in the corner? Seth bringing Michaels back up, rolls him through. For the 3rd time in the match we see that short super kick straight to the face of Shawn Michaels, and that could be all she wrote for the Heartbreak Kid. No, again, it's only a 2. It's only a 2. Wow. Wow. How many blows is Shawn Michaels going to take to the head before he has to throw in the towel? At this rate, I think Seth's going to cause Shawn Michaels concussion here. Seth has already injured Sting to the point where Sting had to retire. Injured Finn Balor, where Finn Balor was out to a point where he had to give up the Universal Championship. And if Shawn Michaels continues on here, I think he could be the next victim. Seth with the 3rd pedigree of the match. Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Shawn, just stay down, my friend. Stay down. You're going to be destroyed at this rate. Shawn back up though, catching Seth with the arm breaker, but Seth straight again just taking Shawn down. I just don't know how Shawn is doing this. I really don't. And he really shouldn't be doing this for the sake of his own health. Kicking out of 3 pedigrees. Now Shawn back up, catching Seth with a shoulder block, and now trying to get the crowd up on their feet, rebuild his momentum. Catching Seth with a running forearm. Now an atomic drop. And there's the scoop slam. Shawn now going up to the top. Going to go high risk. It's all or nothing here for Shawn. Massive elbow from the top. Into the pin on Seth. 1, 2. Oh, Shawn nearly stole it. Shawn nearly stole it. And now what's Shawn thinking of here? He's in the corner. Is he thinking of potentially tuning up the band? It looks like he is. Seth slowly getting up. Straight into the sweet chin music. And my word, if Shawn pulls this off. 1, 2. Oh no, Seth's kicked out now as well. Oh wow. So Shawn kicked out of 3 pedigrees. Seth has kicked out of 2 sweet chin musics. I could not believe it. As I've said in previous videos, I've got finisher strength on its max at the moment. So chances are matches will finish on the first finisher. But in this case, there's been 5 finisher maneuvers, and every single time they kick out of 2. What an incredible show of resilience from both these guys. And you know what? I'm starting to think that a Universe Mode feud, or maybe even a match at WrestleMania, could be quite good for these. I think it would be really cool. And Boot to the face there by Shawn. I think Seth's been busted open now as well. The blood is flowing from both these guys. It's crazy. It seems like every match I record at the moment just ends up with someone streaming with blood, or both streaming with blood. Michaels now catching Seth and rolls him over into a sharpshooter. We've not seen a submission victory as of yet. This could be the first. Seth's taken a lot of damage, so potentially no, he does manage to roll his way back. And trips Seth over. Or Shawn, should I say now, chop into the corner. Seth taking Shawn up to the top. What is Seth going to go for now? I can't imagine it's going to be good for Shawn either way. Seth now superplex and rolls through. I love this move. Rolls through into the Falcon Arrow. Hooks a leg. 1, 2. And again, it's only enough for a 2 count. How? Just how is how are they doing this? That's the question. Shawn now stomping on the gut of Seth, bringing him back up to his feet, elbow to the gut. But Shawn catches Seth with a boot to the gut of his own. Went for the backdrop, but Seth manages to flip through. Catching Seth. I think Seth might have been going for a switch in music there. Oh, Seth. This is the move that finished off Sting in their match at Night of Champions. Buckle bomb. And Seth himself just drops down to a knee, struggling now. Drops straight into the pin though. Could this be enough? 1, 2. And again, it's not enough. Wow. These two guys really putting it all on the line here. Seth looking to line up Shawn for what could be potentially a 4th pedigree of the match. And it is a 4th pedigree of the match. And I'll tell you what, if Shawn Michaels kicks out of this, I'm going to doubt the fact that Shawn Michaels is human. Seth taking a little bit more time than he probably should do to get the pin though. Rolling Michaels over. It shouldn't matter at this time. 1, 2. Oh my word. Oh my word. How has that just happened? How has Shawn just kicked out of a 4th pedigree? This is insane. I've got finishers set at the highest possible level they could possibly be. And Shawn Michaels kicks out of 4 pedigrees. Seth's kicked out of 2 Sweet Chin Musics. Shawn with a big kick to the back of Seth. And now going up top once again. We've seen him hit a couple of massive elbow drops so far. And there's another one. Into the pin he goes. Could that be all? 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2. At this point in the match, it literally could take any move to finish this one off. They're both taking so much damage throughout the match that the simplest of moves could finish this one. Shawn now just wrenching back at the neck of Seth. Seth slowly getting back up to a standing base, though. A couple of big elbows into the gut. And Seth rolling Shawn through that big kick in the back. Now Seth going up top. Go on, go for a Phoenix Splash. Let's see some high fly maneuvers. Now he's not going for a Phoenix Splash. He's willing Shawn Michaels back up to his feet. Oh, dives down to catch him, and Shawn caught him with a Sweet Chin Music. Holy crap. What an end to the match that would be. Referee very, very slow, but 1, 2. Oh my God, what a match, and what an ending as well. Shawn can barely even stand up. You see the blood just streaming from his face. He's been really busted open in this one. And what a finish that was. Seth went for the high risk maneuver. And Shawn just caught him with the Sweet Chin Music in the air. Seth likes to call himself the architect of the Shield, but in this situation, I think he was just the architect of his own downfall. So, anyway guys, this one, like I said at the beginning of the video, was suggested by Jay over at Gaming HD. Thank you very much, Jay. You've really pulled out probably one of our best matches so far here in the random match series. Of course, if anyone else has any suggestions for random matches, then please do drop in the comment section below. I will add them to the hat for potential recording. And of course, if you have enjoyed this one, which just however you haven't enjoyed this one. It was such an amazing match. Hit that like button, it really does help me out. And of course, if you are new around here and you've enjoyed what you've seen, hit that subscribe button as well. I'm only 15 subs short of 2,500 still, so I'd love to get there very, very soon. And hopefully you guys will stick around to watch some more 2K17 footage as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.